Hey guys, how's it going? Got another video for you today. This is going to be another watch review. This one's going to be on the Luminox Navy Seal Colormark. The model number on this is 3067. This is the green version of the Colormark. Now the Colormark is probably the most popular line of Luminox watches. And it's really an all-around awesome watch. As far as all Luminoxes go, probably the biggest telling feature for a Luminox watch is the tritium tubes that are throughout, and this one is no different than your standard. This one actually has about I think 16 individual tritium gas tubes. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what tritium is, it's actually a self-sustaining light source that's good for about 25 years. So where most of your watches have a luminescent material on the the minutes and the hours and the indicators on the watch that need to have some sort of light source to make them glow, tritium is actually a self-sustaining, always-on light source that is really visible in the nighttime. So this watch has got tritium all over it. It's got tritium on every single one of the minute indicators. You can see the little gas tubes above all the minute indicators, and it's got a tritium tube on each of the hour, minute, and second hands. And it's got a tritium tube on the 60-minute indicator on the dial. So it's definitely got a lot of luminescence on it, and that's really, I'd say, the coolest feature of the Luminox watches. Other than that, the watch is pretty simple. I mean, it's just a normal non-chronograph watch. The Colormark comes in a lot of different color variations. Comes in purple, blue, orange, red, and as well as yellow, I think. And obviously I have the green version here. Other than the time, it also shows the date. You can see that there. Now the body of the watch, or the case, is made from what Luminox refers to as a PC carbon reinforced polymer material, which basically means plastic. But it is a very durable, high quality plastic. The dial is also made of that same material. The only thing on this case that is metal is the dial here. I believe this is aluminum with kind of like a bead blast coating on it. And it's your standard dial function. You pull it out once to change the date, you pull it out twice to change the time. The dial is unidirectional. It will go counterclockwise. Here you can see a nice close-up of the face. It's got a really nice clear readout, with the font that they use for the hour indicators. The strap is made from a rubber material. It's a really nice kind of movable, agile material. I really like it. It's definitely something that really can form to your wrist really well. And the clasp here is a double pin stainless steel clasp with the Luminox logo there. It's got 2 keepers here, which is nice. Keep your strap managed. You can see the Luminox logo on the strap there. On the back you can see the all the writing there. This is a 200-meter water resistant watch. It's got a mineral crystal face, which is a hardened mineral crystal, so it's going to be somewhat scratch resistant, but it's not going to be anything near the resistance of, say, a sapphire crystal. So you're going to want to be careful as far as abusing this watch goes, especially since the crystal and the dial kind of come out the same distance. You know, you're not going to have the face or the crystal protected by the dial. Actually, you can see there the crystal actually pops out a little bit further than the dial. So as far as a forward contact, the crystal is going to be the first thing to hit something. So you're going to want to be a little bit careful. But I mean, overall, I mean, it's a plastic watch. It's going to be pretty durable. You know, it's 200 meter water resistance. It's going to be pretty durable. It's got a 44 millimeter wide case here. Just show you on my wrist real quick. So it's a decent size. I have about 8-inch wrists, and you can see here what it looks like on my wrist. Granted, it looks a little bit bigger here than it really does because the camera zoomed up so close. Obviously, this is a quartz movement, you know, battery powered. Nice and easy access to the battery compartment. You got 4 Phillips head screws. So that's nice. Don't need any special tools to access the battery. It's a 14 millimeter thick case. It's about standard for if you're used to G-Shocks and whatnot. I'd say this is pretty similar to, you know, your standard G-Shock, about 14 millimeters. I mean, other than that, there's not much else to say. I really like this watch. It's definitely a cool watch, and I'm really happy that I picked it up. I really like, obviously my favorite feature about it is the tritium illumination, and I'm sure if you get one of these, you know, that's going to be what you want out of it, because, I mean, as far as comparing it to a G-Shock, it's more expensive than G-Shock, and it has typically has less features than a G-Shock, unless you get, say, a chronograph version, which is even more expensive. But what you're paying for with the Luminox is the tritium, and you know, tritium's not a cheap it's not a cheap feature to add to a watch, especially when you have 16 tiny gas tubes inside this watch. So you know, when you see this for, you know, $240 or whatever, compared to, say, a $130 G-Shock with a whole bunch of features to it, the tritium is what you're paying for. And in my opinion, it's definitely worth it. The tritium is an awesome substance to have, and I really like that about this watch. So here I'm trying to give you an idea of what the watch looks like in the dark. Now this is, granted, not the complete dark. I kind of have a flashlight pointed at my ceiling. That's the only way my camera will actually focus. But it gives you an idea of how the watch is going to look. And it's definitely a lot brighter in person, especially in the pitch dark. But you can see with this version here, you have all of the minute tritium tubes are green, as well as the second hand is in a green tritium. The minute and hour, and as well as the 60-minute mark up here, are purple. So that's pretty cool. Don't know how well you can see it here. Again, it's really hard for me to kind of show this. I don't know why my camera won't focus on it too well. But you're just going to have to believe me that it definitely illuminates pretty good at night. You know, if you go under a blanket or something during the daytime and it's dark, it's almost like a small flashlight. It definitely throws a little bit of light. That's how bright these 16 tritium tubes are. And in the nighttime, it's extremely easy to tell what time it is. So that's pretty much it. I mean, you know, I've gone over most of the features of this watch and given you a little bit of an overview of the design and how the watch works. Again, it's a pretty simple watch. You know, it just gives you the time and the date. But again, the main feature of this watch is the tritium gas tubes that are definitely an awesome thing to have in low light. It definitely makes this watch a 24-hour watch in that you can see it at any time of the day or night. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I hope you found this video useful. And please stay tuned for some more videos to come. Thanks.